You
I
are this child.
I decided to post this to YouTube, by the way. I I just wanted my mama to be proud of me.
Yeah.
I just I didn't know what that looked like.
Hmm.
You said the other day that you didn't hear your mom say I love you very often, but you there was a feeling that she
Right.
gave you where you
Right.
just knew.
I just knew it. I just
Just
knew it.
knew. My mom didn't know how to laugh. She never laughed.
Yeah.
She just started crying. You would see a smile on her face and she just started crying, but
Right.
you never heard a sound. Hey there, Facebook user, identify yourself. All I see is Facebook user. Let me know who you are. Um, she just smiled and tears would flow. And
Right.
you just knew what she felt. But I
Yes.
was probably 35 years old when I looked my mom. She was sitting in a chair and I
Hmm.
looked her in the face and I held her face. And I said, Mommy, I love you. Are you proud of me? I think I was just I just had Jameson.
Hmm.
And she looked at me and she said, Of course. That house that we bought in Tampa, I was scared for my family to come to my house because they didn't live like me.
Right.
And my
Yeah.
mama said, I did what I did so you can do what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Don't ever feel bad about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Zelinda, hi Zelinda. Zelinda, thank you for being here. Hey, Marsha Jackson, remember Marsha Jackson?
I do remember
Yes,
Marcia Jackson.
Marsha's
I
watching
gotta
now.
tell you that she's
Oh, our Germany connection.
yes, yes.
So we just want to say thank you, Marsha, thank you, Zelinda, thank you to all of you who pushed us over the mark. We didn't just make the bestseller list. We made number one in that category. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
grateful, so grateful. And this is leverage. I tell people every day, there is no first and 15th paycheck for me. Everything you see me doing is to take care of myself and my son. And I am in service first.
Mhm.
Thank you for letting me serve you. I really believe that these stories are going to bless you. They are
Yeah.
going to bless you. When you hear about James hanging out clothes and spending time with Miss Scylla.
Yes, a lot
When you hear the beauty in the breath of expression, and it's been a lot of years, but
yes.
we still feel them.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
still feel them.
We do. We do. And that's the thing, you asked me, so what do you do with this? And I'm just encouraged that it just encourages me to be able to continue to tell the story of my mom and our family. But it inspires me to be able to tell the story from my current platform at Deliverance, and I often say that sometimes my past will cause me to hesitate for what God has called me to do. But by you giving me this opportunity to be in this space at this time in my life, it just reminds me that my past doesn't determine to where I'm going to be going. And so this is like fuel for the next journey of my life. This is like fuel for the next level in my life. And it just reminds me that, that God is in control of my life and that, he is in control of it. And I'm not to be hindered by what may have happened in my past, good, bad, or
Mm.
indifferent. But I'm encouraged. I'm inspired. I'm just to continue to allow him to lead me into what he has for my life. And you're a part of that, Simone. So I'm thankful for that.
I'm a little full because there's a song that we used to sing at the same when we were a part of the same church. It said, "The best is yet to come."
The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. The best. And I know that I have more years behind me than I have in front of me. But my mama said she was old as Methuselah.
Yes, indeed.
So that might not be true.
Might not be true.
Might not be true. And since I don't know what tomorrow holds, I just want to do the best I can today. And the fact that we got to be number one, that's the best.
It really is.
That's the best. This is my third book. My third. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. So many of us grew up much different than where we're living right now. I know I did. And when I think about the goodness of God,
yes,
and all that has been bestowed to me, Mama said, when you have a lot is expected of you.
To whom much is given, much is required. Yes, indeed.
You see, my mama didn't talk like that. She
No,
said,
that's just me.
you have a lot.
That's just me. It came out like that.
My mama was had a 6th grade education, but she was the smartest person I have ever met.
I like your mama version of it too. So go ahead.
To whom much is given, much is required. That is what we hear, but that's not what my mama said. My mama said, when you have a lot
is expected of you.
A lot is expected of you.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I believe that she sent me to that private school when we didn't have money for food, for not food, but electricity and running water, because she was trying to make sure I had a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I could take care of her when she got older.
Right.
And I was able to do that. I was able to put my mom on a plane at 85 years old to come to Germany for the first time in her life. Her first time on a plane, she flew all the way to Germany.
All the way to Germany.
Show my mom a mountain.
First time experience.
Beautiful experience. And I'm just grateful that I got to have this moment with you. When we were doing our launch party earlier, someone on Facebook says, you are speaking into their heart. I can't see your name, and I would love to tell James who you are. So please tell me your name. They said you're speaking into their heart. You see that?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm grateful for the connection you have to your past. See, I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, because it's Zelinda said that. It's because if we hadn't struggled with anything, this wouldn't mean anything. You're right. You know what I mean? It's the struggles that we've had to overcome that make the pie just that much sweeter. If you listen, if LaTanya cooked sweet potato pie every day, you wouldn't think that was a special thing.
No, I wouldn't. Eventually,
let Thanksgiving come, and you get a sweet potato pie. You savor it. Yes. You enjoy it. You let. Oh, I can't think of when I was growing up. We didn't have steaks very often, and when we did,
there's a story behind that.
Maybe once, twice a year when we did, and it was usually venison because my cousin Cookie from up here sent it to Mama. Yeah, it tasted just that much better because we had to wait for it. Mm-hmm. We had to wait for it, and this is a wait. This is something we had to work for. I don't know if your mom did this to you, but my mom used to say we had to walk everywhere when I was growing up. We walked down to the such and such about 4 or 5 miles, and we walked to the other such and such. Y'all got a car. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So now that we're driving, we appreciate the car. Because at one time we had to walk. Mm-hmm. So I am grateful for my past. I'm grateful for the family I grew up in. Mm-hmm. I talk about them often. I talk about them often on purpose so that people can't come up behind me when they see I have achieved a level of success and say, oh, but I know your so-and-so.
Right.
I was there.
Yep,
I know them too.
I know.
And because my past does not dictate my future.
Absolutely.
Isn't that what you said?
Yes, indeed.
I feel like I'm preaching. Let me hush.
Go ahead on. I'm here with you. But I'm learning that, and like I'm saying, I'll be 40 plus 14 here real shortly, and it's taken that amount of time for me to appreciate all that I have had to go through, all that we have had to go through, all that the people who are connected to me have gone through, that we are able to enjoy this experience. Because I often say, if you've never been through anything, it's hard for you to tell me anything, because I want to know that what I'm going through or what I've been through. And so
it's like somebody with jacked up hair trying to do my hair. I'm like, wait, are you sure you know what you're doing?
That's right. So yeah, but it's the best, and it's a blessing to be in this space right now. And
I agree.
It really is. And so I'm just excited. I can't wait to share it with LaTanya and JC and John and Joshua, those that are close to me, and then even the next level of
your church family.
And my brother-in-law Lloyd, who is celebrating his daughter graduated from Temple today, so he's
congratulations!
Yeah, Zaria and Sharon Glenn, they're visiting with them. So all of us are so connected, and they have been walking with us through this journey. And this was a blessing that God dropped into our life through you. And so I am excited about sharing it with them, because they have been the ones who've pushed us through the difficult times and held us up when we were, weak and weary, and and
like Mom and them say, prop us up on every weak and leaning side.
Prop us up on each side, and so that's what is the joy of anytime you experience something that's a good thing in your life, to be able to share it with others. And that's what I got from Mom's mom, that whenever she cooked something on the stove, whenever she put a pot of something on, she never covered it up and said, don't bother that. She's like, oh, everybody come dig in the pot. And if there was a passerby, and get you a bowl and get you a Botanica and sit down on the couch, because that was our table, right?
I remember. Listen, this scar on my face came from an Encyclopedia Britannica.
Really?
We had a whole shelf of them at the end of a shotgun house. This is when we lived in the projects before Mama bought her house. Yeah. And I was riding my bicycle down the hall, my bicycle in the house, down the hallway. And I didn't know how to hit the brakes. I ran into the bookshelf, and the book fell and scraped me on the face. And I believe, was it Jacob that said, I'm not going to let go till you bless me?
Yes, indeed. That was Jacob.
I believe, and they said he had a thorn in his side. God wouldn't let it, when he wanted him to remember. That's my reminder that I'm supposed to be in books, that I'm supposed to write books, that scar came from a book.
Yeah, I like that.
That's the first time I've ever said that.
What's in you comes out of you.
It does.
So,
I don't want to keep the people any longer. I just wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say thank you with the first voice I heard after we got off of that live, and we're number one. Now it's time to take that leverage and create something new. Because flowers don't stop blossoming. They go down, they get fertilized, and the season comes and they come back with something new. Yes. And I'm ready. What's next? What's next for us? What's next?
What's next? Yeah.
What's next? That's the question. What's next?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye.